Hey everyone, and welcome to Adventures from Mere Mortals. If you are new to the channel and you like this kind of content, consider subscribing and hitting that bell button to not miss any future videos. If you're already a subscriber, well, thank you. It means a lot to me to have some support. As I am getting through the coronavirus lockdown, I am doing a lot of research for information, possible mods to my bike, and planning for future adventures. Today's video is about the Vignette. Let's find out what we are talking about here. A quick Wikipedia search gives me this. The word vignette means little vine in French, with the name coming from vignettes, drawing of the little vines used by 19th century artists. Fun fact, there is no vignette system in France at all. Of course, coming from France, it must have been related to wine in some capacity. But to be fair, vigna in Italian means vine as well, and vignetta literally means small depiction. Bumping across many non-European motorcyclists on the internet, I see there are a lot of understandable questions out there about the vignette system for toll roads in Europe. So from little vines drawings, we are moving to road applications. A flashy sticker that can be of different colors according from country and year of validity. By definition, it's proof of payment on toll roads where it's required by local regulations. It must be applied on your windscreen, it can't be tucked away in a pocket, and it's built in a way that prevents it from being reapplied anywhere else once removed, because it breaks off. It's nowadays used in several countries, mostly in Central Europe. In Italy there has never been such a thing, but I am familiar with the concept because of neighboring Switzerland, but more of it later. For convenience, I gathered all the relevant information from the website tolls.eu/Europe, which I recommend visiting because it looks quite comprehensive about tolls in general for any kind of road users, and not only for motorways, but also for ferries, tunnels, and so on. For our sake, I filtered down the info regarding motorcycles here, so let's get to it. Good news if you're planning a motorcycle trip across Romania or Slovakia. Both of these countries do have a vignette system, but it doesn't apply to motorcycles. So for us bikers, it's completely free. If you're driving across Bulgaria with a motorbike and you are only passing through for a single day, you don't need to pay anything. There are fares for weekends, full weeks, and on from 10 levs, roughly 5 euros. Let's move on to where you must crack open your wallet instead. In Austria, you have to pay €5.40 for a 10 days vignette. In Czech Republic or Czechia, as you prefer, you are required to pay €12.50 for a 10 days pass. I've been there myself 3 years ago, but my route didn't include motorways at that time, so I missed that part. Our next country is Hungary. A weekly pass costs 3,500 forints. Forints? Is that right? Never heard of that one before. It's shy of 10 euros and these days exchange anyway. Neighboring Moldova instead is significantly cheaper at €4 for the same weekly pass. And the last country in this segment here, Slovenia, requires you to pay €7.50 for a week worth of motorway transit. Finally, a dishonorable mention, Switzerland, the only country with a vignette system in place without an option for only a few days passage. If you want to drive on a Swiss motorway, you must buy the full year vignette for 40 francs, about €38. As I mentioned before, I am familiar with this because I grew up in northern Italy at about 1 hour from the border. Sadly, it's the only option they ever had, and there is no indication that this is going to change. Personally, when I travel, I tend to avoid motorways, but since speed limits in non-motorways roads in Switzerland tend to be a pain in the hole, I simply drive around to get to the other side, as I did in 2017 when I was traveling from Germany with my TDM 900. Bonus tip, this way you can do the Stelvio pass. We have come to an end of this short video, so in conclusion, there are several European countries where you need a vignette to transit on a motorway, even on a motorcycle. You need to have that sticker out visible on your windscreen or on any other exposed part of your bike. And 3, because controls are enforced by the police pulling you over, but also with remote cameras, so be aware. I hope this can be useful to a lot of motorcyclists out there for when we will be able to get on our bikes again and hit the road. Please remind that the vignette only applies to motorways, so if your route doesn't include any of them, you wouldn't need to worry about anything at all. Again, visit tolls.eu/Europe for a full comprehensive list of prices and a whole lot more. These info were updated at January 2020. Thanks for watching, stay at home today, ride tomorrow.